Why do we get art block? This is one of the questions I always ask myself when I hit that point where I stare at a blank canvas with a blank brain and no ideas come out of my head. I had to deal with this feeling a bunch of times through the years, and while I know we're all different individuals with different minds and there can be multiple reasons why we get art block, I still want to share with you some of my solutions and remedies to hopefully help you out if you ever find yourself in that situation. If you're new here, hi, I'm Hallie, I'm a digital artist and welcome to my channel. So while we talk today, I will be working on this small self-portrait of me and a giant Bulbasaur. I am currently obsessing over the new Pokemon game and I've always loved Pokemon of course, but this mobile game just gave it new life for me and I am enjoying it so much. I am in a Pokemon art spree. So please get a snack, a cup of tea and enjoy the line art. I have suffered a very bad art block just at the start of this week, days of being completely off, uninspired and overall tired. Most of the times it happens to me when I'm sleep deprived, anxious or I overworked. Let me know if you can relate with this. So the first easiest solution is to just let it be. Just rest and recharge and catch up on sleep if you can. I mentioned this briefly in my previous video, but resting is a huge part of the creative process. Your brain needs it to work properly, there's no debate about it. I have this problem where I feel guilty to take days off sometimes, and I am completely aware of how silly that is. We can't be doing the same thing every single day, we need balance. That being said, let's take rest out of the equation for now and let's assume you are simply uninspired. It happens, art revolves around inspiration and inspiration comes from experiences, environment, your daily routine, people, the media you consume, etc. And since we mostly live and depend on screens, I try, when I'm not gaming of course, because that I consider a form of inspiration too, I try to engage in crafty hobbies. One of my favorite is crochet and knitting, for example. It is a repetitive action that allows you to disconnect your mind, and it's such a relief when you feel overwhelmed, plus you can have a lovely homemade scarf after. Even keeping a journal, writing and doodling really works for me. I am an overthinker, so writing and rambling on paper takes a lot of weight off my head. Reading is another hobby I try to maintain at least half an hour to an hour a day. I think that is my favorite source of inspiration at the moment. Not everyone likes reading though, there are some genres I never touch and dislike, but I am mostly into sci-fi. A perfect example is the book I am currently reading. This is a series of sci-fi dystopian stories by Philip K. Dick and it's called Electric Dreams. I am in love with this title, sounds like the name of a band. Whatever is placed in the future or outer space, different planets, just makes my brain engine start and literally fuels my inspiration so much. For you it might be another genre, but you get the idea. This type of books also give me inputs to create new magical brushes. I am currently working on a new special effects set that will be coming soon, can't wait to show you, but mostly inspires me for the creation of new character designs. If you don't like reading at all though, I can suggest art books and comics, especially those that have work in progress from the author on the back like this one, so you can see the creative process. This is one of my favorite things, it fascinated me so much as a kid and still does. Or to be on theme, some of the art on the Pokemon cards is just stunning and the name of the artist is always written on the bottom left of the card, so you can look them up and see more of their work. I do not own that many cards to be honest, but I like to flip through the album from time to time. Looking at printed art, or even traditional art of course, is tangible. Don't know what it is, but I get so inspired whenever I flip these pages and see how expressive the characters are. The Donald Duck book I showed you before doesn't have any text because the images are so expressive, you don't need words to explain what is happening, and that is something I aspire to achieve in my art journey. That's why I try to print my art whenever I can, whether it's stickers or little postcards like this one. I feel like it comes to life. Well, these are all great methods to get inspired again, and they work very well for me. One of the most important things is to get out of the house. Go for a walk and distract yourself. Whenever I can, I try to go to a park with my boyfriend to chill and walk under the trees. I have read a book recently about a concept called Shinrin-yoku, which translated means forest bathing. Essentially, it's the act of disconnecting from social media and daily internet life, when you can of course, and spend some time in nature. It shows how much benefits nature has on our mind, and a small walk in a park, you don't need to be in the middle of a forest, can recharge us completely. I have had very low inspiration days, and after a little walk I felt so much better, so it's worth a try. But obviously, if you don't have parks around your area, even taking a normal walk works wonders to disconnect your brain. And I'm telling you this as a very anxious person. Sometimes I don't really want to go out, but I try to push myself to do it because I know I'll feel so much better afterwards. Also, you get to move your body, and it's a great exercise. The nature of being an artist, especially a digital artist, is unfortunately very sedentary, and yeah, back pain is always around the corner, so don't forget to move your body, and I promise the inspiration will be back. Another thing I love to do is going to art supply stores. Even if I prefer trying digitally, I still love all kinds of art supplies, and the smell of those stores with all kinds of pencils, pastels and colors and sketchbooks is such a boost of serotonin for me, and I'm instantly inspired to create again. Plus, you get into move, as we said before. What to do if you have a deadline though and you need to finish a project? This can be tricky and very frustrating. It's one of the worst feelings, and I have been there multiple times. Sometimes I had to draw a character that didn't really inspire me. That's part of offering commissions, and in that case I have learned to go in autopilot, as I call it. Meaning I draw even if I don't really feel inspired. I watch a show in the meantime, and I try to look at other artists' work or try some of the tricks I suggested before to boost a bit of motivation. This isn't that great for me though, I must admit, but if you have a deadline, you kind of have to find a way. So what I do, I just make sure to take some time off after to recharge my brain and my inspiration. Now, this might sound very obvious, but a great, maybe underestimated source of inspiration is, of course, music. We all have our favorite artists and genres that makes us dream. Lately, I am very into retrowave 80s music and city pop. I love it so much. Even just instrumental music with sax, it's so lovely. It makes me think of late night car rides and Back to the Future for some reasons. Maybe it's the vibe, who knows? There's this trend going on where musicians make these videos playing their music and say like, you're a detective in 1982 and just found a clue for your case or something like that. Don't know why, but I love that genre of music so much. So try to listen to your favorite music and see if it works. That being said, I think I've listed everything I do to get inspired again whenever I get hit by an art block moment. And if you clicked on this video, you're probably art blocked right now, and I hope you get out of it very soon. And I hope this video helped you in some ways. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday with a new video. Take care, bye!